scripts folder தான் இப்போ வந்து default directory மாத்தி இருக்கும். So அதனால வந்து pip install chatterbot equal to 0.8.6ங்கிற command type பண்ணுங்க. Just give the enter key. Okay, enter press பண்ணுங்க. It will start installation. Okay, so இப்போ வந்து அது install ஆகிறது I mean you can see that starting to install. Okay, so back to yeah. So in other case, some of you ஒரு சில பேருக்கு வந்து இந்த எரர் இருக்கலாம். cannot uninstall pyml அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு எரர் காமிக்கலாம். cannot uninstall pyml this utils installed program அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு எரர் இருக்கலாம். அந்த மாதிரி எரர் இருக்கிறவங்க மட்டும் என்ன பண்ணுங்க, நீங்க வந்து ஜஸ்ட் இந்த லைன்ஸ் பாருங்க. pip space install space /user -ignore -install pyml. Okay, I'll just type it in my box. Okay, hope you're able to see the command prompts now. உங்களோட எரர் வந்து cannot uninstall pyml pyaml இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு எரர் தான் உங்களுக்கு இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா, what you have to do now, you just have to use the command pip install space போட்டு double dash போடுங்க. Okay, pip space install space போட்டு double dash போடுங்க, user ன்னு டைப் பண்ணுங்க. Okay, then give double dash again, use the command ignore. Okay, and pip install /user /ignore. So you can use the package name then. Okay, so here you can see that now we are going to install what is our problem actually, the install already இருக்கிற pyml தான் நம்மளோட problem, correct? So what do we have to do now, இந்த pyml ஓட problem வந்து just omit பண்ணுங்க அந்த மாதிரி சொல்லணும். We have to use the command for that. Just I'm having some problem with the screen now. Okay, so hope you're able to see the screen now. Installed, type installed space pyaml. Okay, so pip space install space /user /ignore -install space py small letters la அப்புறம் capital letters la யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு yaml டைப் பண்ணுங்க. So give the enter key now. Okay, so அதுக்கப்புறம் you can again try the installation for that. Okay, so அது means in the pyml இந்த மாதிரி டைப் பண்ணி pip install /user /ignore -install pyml அந்த கமாண்ட் கொடுத்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் என்டர் கொடுங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் you can try the command pip install. இந்த ஸ்கிரீன்ல தெரியுற இந்த கமாண்ட் அடுத்ததா யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். pip install space /user chatterbot equal to 0.8.6 அப்படிங்கிற கமாண்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணி இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணிக்கலாம். So I'll just show that. Once after trying this, you can just give the enter key and then pip install space /user chatterbot equal to 0.8.6. Okay, so in the command use பண்ணிக்கலாம். Okay வா, so pip install /user chatterbot equal to 0.8.6ங்கிற command யூஸ் பண்ணி இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணிக்கலாம். So once again I'm just giving a quick recap into the things. First of all, நீங்க எல்லாருமே Anaconda இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணணும். அதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம வந்து Python idle இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணணும். இப்போ நான் இது வரைக்கும் இந்த சொன்ன இன்ஸ்டாலேஷன் எல்லாமே Anaconda கிடையாது. Yes ma'am.
Will you converse in English? Someone has asked you speak in English.
Okay.
In the comment box.
Yeah, okay. Yogendra Singh. Yeah, fine. Sorry for that. So I'm giving a quick recap into the things. First of all, you have to install Anaconda. So the things so far I just told you regarding the installation is not for Anaconda, it's actually for Python idle. Okay, so all the kind of things that we have done so far is just for Python idle, but this will also be useful for Anaconda. I'll tell you how it is. Okay, so first of all you have to install Python idle. Okay, and after that you have to open your command prompt and try the command pip install chatterbot equal to 0.8.6. You can refer to the PDF file that is already given to you people. If you have any doubt, you can refer to that one first of all. Okay, so try the command pip install chatterbot equal to 0.8.6. And if you are getting an error like pip is not recognized as an internal or external command, then you have to copy the location where the pip is available. I'm repeating that pip is available here at the scripts folder. It's inside users del app data local programs Python 3.7 scripts. Okay, so you have to copy this location and type the command cd space paste the location and give enter key, so that your pip will be, the location will be changed into the folder where the pip is available. Okay, so and after that you can use the, okay, and after that you can again try pip install chatterbot equal to 0.8.6. It will start installation. Okay, suppose for those people who are having error with pyml, if it is showing like cannot uninstall pyyml because it is a distutils installed project, if it's showing some error like that, you have to use the command pip install space double dash. Okay, I'll just show that here. Pip install double dash user double dash ignore dash installed space pyml and give the enter key, and after that try the command again, pip install space double dash user space chatterbot equal to 0.8.6. This is the command. Okay, and so you will be able to install this. Okay, so dear participants, hope you have no more problems. Is there any problem with the installation? Could you please respond in the chat box, else you can just unmute yourself and talk to me. Any problem with the installation? Please raise your voice. Dear participants, I'm talking to each and every one of you. Your response is very valid to making this session beautiful. Else, it will be just one-way project. Like, moreover, we are planning for a hands-on session. If it's a one-way talk, it will be useless. Please respond. Do you have any more problems with the installation?
No, sir.
Okay, great. So once after this, what you can do here? Okay. So far, I told you that I have been working for Python idle, right? We have been doing all those kinds of things for Python idle. Okay. So before going for the other things, I'll tell you what is Anaconda, or okay, Python idle. I'll talk about Python idle. Python idle is just an interpreter where you can do the programming for Python. Okay, normal kind of programming, like what you use Turbo C++ for C++ programming. You are using that, right? Similarly, this Python idle is an interpreter where you can use the Python programming. I should just show that idle. Type for idle in the search menu. You can see the idle here. Open that. You will get a page like this. 3 plus 4, it's giving like 7. 7 is the answer. Else, if I'm using the command like print chatbot. This is a Python command, print chatbot. It's printing like chatbot. Okay, this is very simple. Python is a very simple language, and this idle is a platform where you can do the coding also. Okay, but the problem with idle, it is not feasible for complex programs. Okay, suppose if you're dealing with a huge amount of data, this idle is very insufficient. It is good for like normal kind of programs. Okay, so in occasional cases, we just need some complex packages. For Chatterbot in the package use panna madri, we will be using for machine learning or artificial intelligence, we will be using some packages like NumPy, SciPy, Pandas, or we will be using some complex thing like sklearn. So these are some of the packages actually, like math library இருக்கிற மாதிரி இல்லாட்டி stdio conio இந்த மாதிரி பேக்கேஜ் இருக்கிற மாதிரி வேற பேக்கேஜஸ் தான் இந்த Chatterbot இல்லாட்டி NumPy, SciPy, Pandas எல்லாமே இந்த மாதிரி வேற பேக்கேஜஸ் தான். அதான் கொஞ்சம் காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் பேக்கேஜஸ். இந்த மாதிரி பேக்கேஜ் எல்லாம் இதுல வந்து ப்ரீ இன்ஸ்டால்டா இருக்காது. நம்ம வந்து ஒவ்வொன்றுமே இப்ப தனித்தனியா இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணணும். How we install this Chatterbot? In the similar way, we have to go for installation of each and every package. Okay, so you know that for the simple installation of Chatterbot, you have been facing problems, right? So in the மாதிரி complex packages மறுபடியும் install பண்ணும்போது you will get a lot of problems with this pip installation. Okay, so we just need a platform. நமக்கு ஒரு platform வேணும். எந்த மாதிரி இந்த மாதிரி பேக்கேஜ் இருக்கிற இந்த மாதிரி நமக்கு நல்ல interpreters idle மாதிரி like something that is much more flexible and something that is much more good than Python idle. We just need some other platform. So in that case, we just go for online interpreters. In the local interpreter நமக்கு ஆகாதுங்கிறதுனால நம்ம வந்து ஆன்லைன் இன்டர்பிரட்டர்ஸ் போவோம். இந்த மாதிரி ஆன்லைன் இன்டர்பிரட்டருக்கு ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் தான் ஜூபிட்டர் இல்லாட்டி ஸ்பைடர். இந்த மாதிரி மீன்ஸ் சம்டைம்ஸ் யூ மைட் ஹேவ் ஹியர்ட் அபவுட் திஸ் இன்டர்பிரட்டர், ஆன்லைன் இன்டர்பிரட்டர்ஸ், ஜூபிட்டர், ஸ்பைடர் இந்த மாதிரி. ஸோ அதுக்காக தான் நம்ம இந்த அனாகோண்டா இன்ஸ்டால் பண்றோம். ஓகேவா? ஸோ இஃப் யூ ஓப்பன் அனாகோண்டா, ஜஸ்ட் உங்களோட சர்ச் மெனுவில் போயிட்டு அனாகோண்டான்னு டைப் பண்ணுங்க. இட் வில் ஷோ யூ அனாகோண்டா நேவிகேட்டர். ஸோ ஓப்பன் திஸ் அனாகோண்டா நேவிகேட்டர். இட் வில் பி லைக் திஸ். ஓகே, இந்த அனாகோண்டா நேவிகேட்டர் ஆக்சுவலா என்ன, இந்த அனாகோண்டா என்ன, இந்த அனாகோண்டால வந்து நமக்கு இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணும்போது நிறைய இந்த ஆன்லைன் இன்டர்பிரட்டர்ஸ் கொடுக்கும். இந்த ஜூபிட்டர் மாதிரி யூ கேன் see here the Jupyter is available, Jupyter console, Jupyter lab is available, Spider is available, Orange 3, R console. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய இன்டர்பிரட்டர்ஸ் நமக்கு இது ப்ரீ இன்ஸ்டால்டா கொடுக்கும் இந்த அனாகோண்டா நேவிகேட்டர். அனாகோண்டா இஸ் a டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூஷன் பேக்கேஜ். இது ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர்ங்கிறதுல இது ஜஸ்ட் a நார்மல் சாஃப்ட்வேர், a டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூஷன் பேக்கேஜ். இதுல வந்து நிறைய இன்டர்பிரட்டர்ஸ் இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. அதுவும் இல்லாமல் நிறைய பேக்கேஜஸ், நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி முதலே சொன்ன மாதிரி இந்த NumPy, SciPy, இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய பேக்கேஜஸ் வந்து ப்ரீ இன்ஸ்டால்டா இருக்கும் இந்த அனாகோண்டா நேவிகேட்டர்ல, இந்த அனாகோண்டால. ஓகேவா? ஸோ யூ கேன் ஜஸ்ட் லான்ச் திஸ். யூ கேன் கிளிக் இன் டு திஸ். இங்க ஜூபிட்டர் நோட்புக்ங்கிற இருக்கும். அந்த ஜூபிட்டர் நோட்புக்கை வந்து லான்ச் பண்ணுங்க. இஃப் யூ ஜஸ்ட் கிளிக் ஆன் திஸ் லான்ச், it will open your browser. உங்களோட டிஃபால்ட் browser என்னதோ, இன்டர்நெட் எக்ஸ்ப்ளோரர், மோசில்லா ஃபயர்பாக்ஸ், எந்த டிஃபால்ட் browser என்னதோ அதுல வந்து உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஜூபிட்டர் லான்ச் பண்ணும். if I just click on this launch, you can see here it's opening my Jupyter notebook here. This is my Jupyter notebook. okay, உங்களோட Jupyter notebook இப்படி தான் இருக்கும். okay fine. If you have opened your Jupyter notebook, you can go to this new. in the right hand cornerல உங்களுக்கு நியூங்கிற ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கும். அதுல வந்து Python 3ங்கிற ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? so you have to click on this Python 3. fine. so it will just open a new notebook. இதுல வந்து ஒரு Python notebook or new file வந்து open பண்ணும். I'll show you how. It's again you have to just focus onto the right hand side, top right corner. here you can see new option. அதுல வந்து Python 3ங்கிற ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கும். அதை கிளிக் பண்ணும்போது உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு புது நோட்புக் ஓப்பன் ஆகும். ஓகேவா? இங்க வந்து we can use like say 3+4 run command கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா இது ரன் ஆகும். 7 அவுட்புட் கிடைக்குது. print chatbot same run கொடுங்க. இல்லாட்டி you can use a shortcut key shift plus enter. shift plus enter கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த ரன் ஆகும். you can see chatbot அது print ஆகுது. ஓகேவா? ஸோ இது மாதிரி தான் நீங்க வந்து இது யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். இந்த ஜூபிட்டர் நோட்புக் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஓகேவா? ஓகே, அதுக்கு முன்னாடி if you using Jupyter notebook for the installation, நீங்க வந்து கமாண்ட் ப்ராம்ப்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணி இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணது எல்லாமே இந்த ஐடில் யூஸ் பண்றதுக்காக தான். ஓகேவா? if you have to go for if you have installed in this command prompt, you can go for using idle. else வந்து நீங்க இப்ப நான் சொல்ற மாதிரி ஃபாலோ பண்ணுங்க. அது மாதிரி யூஸ் பண்ணி Jupyter notebook கூட யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். எந்த பிளாட்ஃபார்மா இருந்தாலும் ஓகே. you will not be using both the platforms together. any one is sufficient enough. okay, either Jupyter else Python idle. you can use any of the platforms. okay, so இதுல வந்து இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணணும்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் இந்த பிப்ங்கிறது சொல்லும்போது இது வந்து ஒரு கமாண்ட் லைன் கோடுங்கிறது புரியணும் இதுக்கு. ஓகேவா? ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி புரியணும்னா நீங்க வந்து ஒரு எக்ஸ்கிளமேஷன் சிம்பிள் யூஸ் பண்ணணுங்க. ஸோ யூஸ் திஸ் எக்ஸ்கிளமேட்டரி சிம்பிள் தேர் அண்ட் டைப் தி கமாண்ட் pip install chatterbot equal to 0.8.6. இந்த கமாண்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகேவா? ஸோ இது வந்து it will start installing this. ஓகே, இந்த chatterbot பேக்கேஜ் வந்து இங்க இந்த Jupyter நோட்புக்காக இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ண ஆரம்பிக்கும். ஓகேவா? previously you installed for Python idle using the command prompts. now we are using this Jupyter notebook to install in the Conda environment. we are using the Conda environment here. so it is no more the command prompt, it is Conda environment. the Conda environment யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது வந்து எக்ஸ்கிளமேஷன் சிம்பிள் சேம் கமாண்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகேவா? ஸோ இந்த கமாண்ட்ல வந்து உங்களுக்கு ப்ரீவியஸ்லி சொன்ன மாதிரி பிப்போட ப்ராப்ளம் காமிக்காது. பையாமலோட ப்ராப்ளம் மட்டும்தான் இருந்தா கூட காமிக்கும். ஓகேவா? பையாமலோட ப்ராப்ளம் இருந்துச்சுன்னா நான் முதலே சொன்ன மாதிரி just use the command pip install space /user. same command தான். ignore installed pyml. okay, so அதுக்கப்புறம் you can use the command pip install user chatbot equal to 0.8.6. You can use this command. Okay. So in the command use பண்ணும்போது like in the two lines you have to use these two lines only and only if you are having problems with the first line. In the first line command use பண்ணும்போது உங்களுக்கு ஏதாச்சும் ப்ராப்ளம் வந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா மட்டும் இந்த இப்ப கொடுத்து இந்த two lines யூஸ் பண்ணா போதும். ஓகேவா? I'll just make it in a new cell for your understanding. Okay. So in the command execute பண்ணும்போது ஏதாச்சும் ப்ராப்ளம் வந்துச்சுன்னா மட்டும் you have to go for this command. Okay. So I assume that everyone have done the installation so far. So presuming you people are ready with the environment, ready with the installations, everything, I'm just starting the session for this chatbots. Okay, fine. Like before that, if you have any troubles, please use the chat box. Else, please unmute yourself and talk and raise your queries, please. Just I'm giving 1 second time for everyone. Please open your mouth and tell me. Like, are you ready to do this, or do you have any more problems?
Hello, Sobin. Hello.
Hi, Yogi.
Is it
Yes,
audible
Yogi.
to you?
Yes.
Hey, I'm speaking to you. You are speaking English. I don't know Tamil. You know very well. I am from North India. You can understand.
Okay.
Yaar, we are
Like,
friends. I'm typing
yes.
message, but you are not understanding. You are speaking in Tamil all things.
Yeah.
Okay, try to speak in English, please.
Yeah. No.
I'm
Sorry.
unmuting
Sorry for
myself.
that. Yeah. I'll just keep that. Okay. I definitely am keeping this in mind. Sorry for
Okay,
that. I just
thank
used
you.
Tamil in between because most of the participants are from Tamil Nadu. That's all.
But
So
they
I'll be
can
using English.
understand.
Okay.
They
So
all are from
those
engineering college, na?
definitely. Yeah. I'm keeping this in mind. Thank you for the feedback.
Thank you, Sobin.
So others, do you have any more problems? Others? Okay. So I hope no one is having problems. So I'm just closing these cells. I'm just cutting these cells now. Okay. So we shall just start the coding here. So on the okay, now you can use either Jupyter. Those people who are preferring to use Jupyter, you can use Jupyter. Else those people who are willing to use this Python idle, you can go for these platforms. However, I'll be using both the platforms for your understanding. Okay. So once after opening this idle, you can see the idle here. Okay, this idle, what you can do now, this is like an interpreter. This is a shell. Okay, whatever you type, you will get the ready output there. Okay, but we just want to write a script, right? So if you just have to write a script, what you have to do, go to file, go to new file, click file, new file, and then you will be opening the screen. Okay. Again, I repeat, dear participants, you don't have to follow both Jupyter and idle. You just use any one platform, either idle, else Jupyter. However, I'll be using both the platforms for your understanding. You can use any one platform. Okay. So now you have opened a script now. Okay. You can just start using the packages. I'm using pound symbol, this hash. If you use hash, it is like a comment. Okay, it will not have any role in the program. Okay, so hash, I'm just telling that our first and foremost task is to import our libraries. Okay, so I have just commented it out. It is not even necessary for you people to write it. Hash for commenting. Okay, like what you use for double slash. It's like that. Okay, so first and foremost thing, I have to import a library. First thing, I'm importing OS. Okay, what is this OS? Operating system. You're going to import the operating system library. But why is it necessary? Like previously we just went to a particular folder scripts, right? In order to find out the pip file, right? So who is actually caring about these folders? Who is actually governing the folder? It's the operating system, right? So I'm having a folder like local disk C, and there is a folder like movies. Else, if I'm having another local disk like entertainment, local disk D, and I'm having some photos there. But who is actually governing that, governing these local lists? It's the complete work of the operating system. This is actually giving a platform, right? So if you have to access any of the locational data, then you have to use an operating system. Okay. So first and foremost thing, you have to import the operating system into your program so that you will be able to access the files in different folders or different local disks. So in order to access the files, you have to use this OS. And okay, so that's all now. Before this, I shall just, okay, I'll show you how to import OS here. If you have to comment out something, you can just use the hash importing libraries. Okay, I'm just importing some libraries now, like import OS. Okay, now this is how you can import your OS library. And before going for the other things, I shall just show you what is the actual thing you installed. You installed a Chatterbot, right? You installed a Chatterbot, and what is that actually? So if you see that, so if you have in your scripts folder, in your actual scripts folder, this is the Chatterbot library that you have installed actually. Okay, so you might have installed a library like that. So what is it actually? Uh, if you open, if you just explore the library that you have installed, you will be seeing something like this. Okay, Chatterbot corpus is the folder, data. Okay, so there is a folder like data. You don't have to worry about this. You don't have to search in your system now. Okay, I shall just notice it here. So this is the actual data that is there in your library. When you have installed this Chatterbot library, it have given you all those kind of data like this, like Bangla, Chinese, custom, English, French, German, Hebrew, Hindi. So there are many languages here. Okay, but what is it actually? These are some kind of okay, like for better understanding, I shall just open English language. Okay, so your chatbot is able to converse or make the conversation in all these languages. It can talk in Hindi, it can talk in Thai language, it can talk in Korean. So all those kind of languages. So the people, the common language that we use here, it is English, and I have opened the English folder. If you just open this, you can see there are many kind of YML files. The type of file is YML file. Okay, this is a kind of file type, and there is a folder like about, AI, bot profile, computers, conversations, emotion, etc., etc. I shall just open this conversations folder for your understanding. Okay, conversations. I have just opened this. You can see there are many kind of conversations. Good morning. How are you? Okay, so the chatbot is actually understanding what if the human being is messaging something like good morning, how are you, then these are the possible outcomes. I am doing well, how about you? Else it can also reply like this, I'm also good. Else it can also reply like that's good to hear, yes, yes it is. Okay, so if the user is sending the message like hello, it can reply with a hi or how are you doing, I'm doing well. So these are the possible outcomes of that. Okay, so what is this actually? This is the data set. The terminology that we use here is data set. What is a data set? The data set is the complete repository with which a model is getting trained. Your chatbot is actually a model. Okay, the thing that we are developing now, the chatbot is a model now, and it needs some data to respond to the human being. Suppose if I'm telling something like if I'm sending a message like hi, it should not tell me like something like bye, right? It should not tell me a bye when I tell hi. It should tell me something like hello or how are you doing or what is your name, something like that. So we need complete data about how this bot should respond, how this chatbot should respond. We need some data like that, right? So these are the data set for that. Okay, so your chatbot can talk in all those kind of fields: psychology, regarding politics, regarding movies, money, literature, humor, history, health, everything. These are the kind of fields. So you see here, if you ask some question about health, it will find out the data from this health repository. Okay, this YML files will help in order to talk about the health. Okay, so not wasting much more time, what shall I do now?
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Can you
yes,
hear me?
Naveen. Yes, I can hear you.
சார் அதுல இருக்க மெசேஜஸ் மட்டும் தான் நம்மளால அனுப்ப முடியுமா? அதுல இருக்க தண்ணியில வேற ஏதாவது கேட்டாங்க
Definitely,
வேற ஏதாவது கேட்டு ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணாங்க.
Definitely. I was about to tell you that. Means நீங்க வந்து இந்த chatbot develop பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் உங்களுக்கு புரியும். You can see something like your chatbot starts learning from you. ஓகே, இப்போ நீங்க வந்து நார்மல் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் மெசேஜ் தான் அனுப்புறீங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் சொல்றீங்க டு யூ நோ எந்திரன் அப்படி ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்குறீங்க. ஓகேவா? யூ ஆர் ஆஸ்கிங் கொஸ்டின் லைக் டு யூ நோ சிட்டி சிட்டி த ரோபோட். It will be giving some blunder answers. It might not be a good answer. Okay, it might not be the correct answer. It will be telling something else. Okay, a total blunder answer. But later on you just you just keep on talking about different topics, but and finally you can see that so at some point of time this chatbot will ask you in back, do you know chitti? Because it was your question. Actually this question was asked by you to the chatbot, but later at a point of time the chatbot asks you the same question. But how is that? It starts learning. This is called machine learning. There is a field, there is a bigger field in this called machine learning. What is machine learning? The machine starts to learn from yourself. Okay, from our data it starts learning. So similarly, if like from the messages that we send, the chatbot starts learning. Okay, so this is what called machine learning, and it is, you're actually going to experience that here. Okay,
Okay.
okay, fine. So just one more thing. So we have to import the other packages that are necessary for our program here. So one other package, we have already installed this Chatterbot there, right? So from this now we have to import the Chatterbot data. Okay, you have to import the Chatterbot library. Okay, Chatterbot library. But you know something, we don't need this complete Chatterbot library. We actually do not need this Chatterbot library completely. We just need one particular folder or one particular subclass of the Chatterbot library. Okay, and the name of that particular folder is Chatbot. Okay, so what shall I do? I just need a package called Chatbot. Okay, I just need a Chatbot package. Okay, and this Chatbot package is available inside the Chatterbot library. Okay, so what you have to tell like this: from Chatterbot library, we have installed a Chatterbot library, right? So from Chatterbot import Chatbot. The C and B should be capital. You have to note it down carefully. C and B should be B should be capital letters, else it will throw you an error. Okay, from Chatterbot import Chatbot. Fine, and then you have to use the command from, same thing, from Chatterbot. Okay, from the same library, going to the Chatterbot library, and there is a subclass called trainers. Okay, there's a subclass called trainers, and from this trainer you have to import some trainer like XXX. Okay, but how do you know which is the actual trainer necessary? You can just go to the folder which I have given you. I have already given you the link to this Chatterbot library, right? Chatterbot.readthedocs.io. You will be able to get all the details regarding this. Okay, so conversations, or shall just use this. You can learn from, you can use this website for more details. Okay, so suppose if you're having some data like this here, there is another terminology you have to understand: Chatterbot corpus. Okay, a corpus is nothing but a kind of repository where all the kind of data is available. Okay, so here you have some corpus, you have some data. Okay, so in order to get this data, there are different kinds of trainers. So just comment out the name of some of the trainers here. Okay, one of the trainer name is list trainer. Okay, one another trainer is Chatterbot corpus trainer. Okay, Chatterbot corpus trainer is one another trainer, and you can also see something like Ubuntu corpus trainer. Dear people, you don't have to believe me. You can just go through the documentation. It will be all there. Okay, and if you have some Twitter data, if you have some data to be analyzed from Twitter, then you can. There's the best trainer for that called Twitter trainer. Okay, So these are some of the trainers here. So in this case, I'm just going to use this corpus trainer because we are going to use a corpus. Corpus is nothing but something that is available within the library that we have installed. Okay, the kind of data that I shown you. I have shown you some English data, right, regarding the greetings, regarding the movies, politics, everything. So the kind of data is called corpus. So we are using this Chatterbot corpus, Chatterbot corpus trainer for training that. You can even use list trainer. It is completely your wish. Okay. But using list trainer, you have to use some other methodology, which I'll explain in the final time if we have some time. Okay. So I shall just copy the same line for ideal. Those people who are using ideal, you can refer this one now. Yeah. From Chatterbot, import chatbot. From chatterbot.trainers, import Chatterbot corpus trainer. So by this step, we have completed the importing of libraries. Okay. Are you all clear with this, or do you have any queries in between? Could you please respond? Any queries? Dears, you can use the chat box. You can even message me privately in the chat box. Okay. So if you are hesitating to chat in front of everyone, then you can even message me privately. So, but make sure that you are not keeping your doubts with yourselves. Okay. Yeah. So now the next step is to define our chatbot. We have to define the profile of our chatbot. We have to tell who is going to train our chatbot. Else, we also have to tell from where it has to fetch the data. Also, we have to tell what is the name of the chatbot. Everything. Okay. So the next thing that we are going to do is the profile defining. Okay. So here I'm just using a name like bot. You can use any name. Okay. This is just, we are creating an object for that. We are using the chatbot class. Okay. And so just create an object for that. Just you can use any of even your name. If my name is like Naveen, I'll just use like Naveen equal to. Okay. You can create any object, but I have used like bot equal to. Okay. And where does it refer to? It should refer to this chatbot. So what I'm doing, I'm just copying that, pasting it here. Okay, bot equal to chatbot. I'm just creating an instance for that. I'm just creating an instance for this chatbot there. Okay, and even here as an argument, what you can pass a string for this chatbot class. You can pass as an instance. You can pass any argument as a string. Okay, this string is going to be the name of your chatbot. Okay, so what shall I do? I shall use some name like Chotu. So Chotu is going to be the name of my chatbot. Okay, so if you just want your chatbot to be named like Naveen, then chatbot within this double quotes you can give Naveen. Okay, fine. And after that, what you can do, you have to set the trainer. You have to tell which out of these 4 trainers, we have just imported this Chatterbot corpus trainer, right? But we have to make sure that the same trainer which we have imported into this program is going to train the chatbot. Okay, so what shall I do? The same object name that you have used here, use the same object name, bot dot. You have to tell you are going to train, set the trainer. Okay, set underscore trainer is the command. By using the command set underscore trainer, you are telling that you are going to set the trainer. This is the particular trainer who is going to train my chatbot. Okay, now over to the command. What is training? Okay, so like I'm training you people now, right? I'm training you people on chatbot because you don't know that, right? Else you are new into this particular field. So I'm your trainer now, teaching you about the chatterbot, right? Similarly, this chatbot don't know anything about the conversation, how to greet someone or how to respond to someone's messages. This chatbot don't know that. So in that case, by setting the trainer, this trainer with its algorithm, there will be an algorithm in this. Okay, so using that particular algorithm, this Chatterbot corpus trainer with the pre-built, already written program, it starts training. Training means it works on the data. We have some YML files like the English, like the greetings, movies, politics, trivia. You have seen many YML files, right? So what it will do, this Chatterbot corpus trainer is going to train the chatbot on all these fields. regarding gossip. If you're telling some gossip, especially, I'm just joking that ladies might be interested in gossiping, right? Regarding movies, or even boys are interested in gossiping nowadays, right? So consider that as like just a joke, so like if you're telling something about a gossip, then this chatbot has to repay you with the same gossip, right? So in that case, it needs some data regarding that. So the chatbot corpus trainer will train regarding each and everything, how to respond to a message. If someone sent you a message regarding food, how to respond to that one. Okay. So what you're doing now?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Naveen.
So அந்த லிஸ்ட்ல தானே டெவலப் பண்ணிக்கோன்னு சொன்னீங்கல்ல, நமக்கு இருந்து
Sorry.
கத்துக்கோ டெவலப் இட் செல்ஃப், ரைட்? ஹலோ, can you hear me?
புரியல சொல்லுங்க.
இதுதான் அது நமக்கு இருந்து கத்துக்கும். நம்ம இப்போ கேட்கிற கேள்வியா அது எப்படி, அது என்ன ஃபீல்டுன்னு எப்படி அது கண்டுபிடிக்கும்? இப்போ நான் ஏதாவது பொலிட்டிக்ஸ் சம்பந்தமா அது கேட்கிறேன்.
Just copy these lines for my Jupyter here. Okay. Okay. So in Jupyter, there is one another feature. You like, I shall just run the cell now. Okay. So you can see now this cell has been accepted, and this OS chatterbot, everything has been imported, and it shows a number. This number is nothing but the interpretation number. It has interpreted the cell. It can be any number. It can even be 1, 2, 3, like according to the order. If I'm using something like print, if I'm running this cell now, the number will become like 4. Okay. This cell print something again. This cell will become 5. Okay. Continuously. So if I'm deleting this cell now, I just use that for your understanding. Okay. Now I should just copy the same lines into this one. Okay. I will just run the cell. You can see this star. If it is star here instead of a number, if it is star, it shows that the cell is being still running. Cell is still running. Okay. If it's showing some number, then it's going to be it's with the meaning that the cell has been accepted by the system without any errors. Okay. And now furthermore, our next task is to train on the data. Okay, we have given the libraries, we have used all the libraries necessary, we have defined the chatbot, we have defined the chatterbot trainer, everything. Okay, now the next work is to train on the data. We have some data, right? Training means teaching YML files, teaching, or you can even keep as learning. Okay, teaching or learning. You don't have to write these things, dears. These are just comments. Okay, hash, whatever written with this hash and visible in this red color is just comments. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now we have to train the chatterbot, right? So use the same instance name. The instance name is, the object name is bot dot train is the command used to train the chatbot. Bot dot train. Okay. And inside this, as an argument, you can tell, you can pass a string which where it should refer to. Okay. You can see the library name is chatterbot, right? And I told you that the English folder was available within the folder corpus. There will be a folder like after installation of the library, you can see a folder like chatterbot, and inside that folder you can see another folder like corpus, and inside that corpus folder you can see another folder called English. Okay, you can use any language. If you want your chatbot to talk in the language Hindi, you can use Hindi. Instead, if you just want the chatbot to talk in the language English, you can use English there. Okay, so as a string, just use the line chatterbot. It should refer to the chatterbot folder. Okay, inside the chatterbot folder there will be another folder called corpus. Okay, and inside this folder you will have another folder like English. Fine. Okay, chatterbot, refer to the chatterbot folder, open that and see the corpus folder, and inside that you can just go to the English folder. This is the meaning for this. Okay, fine. Now once after doing this, you can just proceed. This is the line for training. Okay, if you run this cell this starts training.
अरे तू जा रहा
Okay,
है
and it will be much more easy to understand that with Jupyter. I shall just copy the same line here. Okay, now I shall just run the cell here. You people who are using Ideal, please don't run it now because the program is not yet over. You can run it in those people who are using Jupyter. You can run it because it can interpret cell by cell. Okay, so I'm here running in my Jupyter now, and there you can see it starts training. You can see the first folder was ai.yml. Okay, now it started training on the first YML file AI. Okay, now after completing this to 100%, now it's learning about AI. There is a YML file AI. There is some kind of conversation inside that. Now it's learning everything. Once after learning AI, it started with the next YML file, that is board profile. Okay, after learning that, it started learning the computer's YML file, and it goes on. Okay, it learns all the YML files available there. Fine. So yeah, I'll talk to you regarding the SQL file, SQL database later. Okay, you can see now. I shall just show you the folder. There will be about profile. This about, you can ignore this one because this YML file is not applicable. Okay, this I just created that about for your understanding. Okay, so the first one was AI. You can see here. The first one was ai.yml. It started training on that, and after completing that, it went to board profile.yml. Once after that, it went to computers, and then to conversations, emotion, everything. And like after that, it will complete training on all the data. Okay, so you can see it after completing that, it will go on for the all YML files. What is actually this training? It's learning what is there in that data. Okay, just hold on for a minute. Yeah. So you can see what is actually this training. You have seen that YML files, right? So that YML files contains many data regarding the conversation, how to respond to some messages, okay, or how to ask some questions. So training is nothing but learning from that data. Learning is learning like it. Okay, you can also see. I shall just show you the folder here. This is the default folder. Since the training is happening there, you can see db.sqlite3, db.3 SQLite3 slash FHM slash WAL. You can see these three files. These files will not be available until you run this. Okay. If you haven't started the training, those people who are using Jupyter, you can see there will be no folders like this. Okay. But once you start the training, these folders will be created. Okay. But what actually is this folder? This folder is the learned data, the data that has been learned. Okay, once after learning something, it attaches these data into this database, SQLite database, SQL. Okay, so so this database is the one which is used for later reference. Okay, so all the data that has been learned here, it will be stored in this SQL file, in this db.sqlite file. Okay, so it is not necessary that after training this, it is not necessary each and every time you have to run this training step. You don't have to run this training step each and every time. Once only the training is only necessary once. Once trained, the db.sqlite file will be created, and that contains the trained data. Then later on, no more training is necessary. It will refer to the database and it will give you the answers. If you have some new data, like if according to your conversation, the chatbot starts learning, and that data will also be attached into the database. Okay, so if you delete this database files, what happens? Your chatbot will not be able to converse to you properly because it don't have any data if you delete the database. Okay, I shall show you that one also in the later session. Okay, now again, now we are going for the main thing. Now the training has also been completed. Okay, the final step is chatting. Okay, the chatbot should be able to chat to you, right? So sometimes I might be chatting with the chatbot for maybe like 5 minutes. Okay, and you might be chatting for about 1 hour time. Else someone else might be chatting for half an hour time. So we cannot predict a time, right? So it is an infinite procedure. Chatting is like an infinite procedure. So chatbot deployment. Okay, now we are deploying the chatbot here. Okay, so since it is an infinite procedure, we need an infinite loop. In order to create an infinite loop, I'm using the while loop here. While you can pass an infinite condition. So I'm just passing a true condition which will never become false unless and until there is a condition to make it false. Okay, so I'm using a while loop here. So the chatting procedure is going to become an infinite procedure here. Okay. It should ask for an input from the user, right? Okay. Now it should give some message. Okay, it should ask for some message from the user. Okay. Once after training, once everything is ready, the chatbot should ask us for an input. Okay. So what shall I do now? We just need to get some input. The chatbot is going to get some input from us. Okay. For clarification, I shall just, it will be like you. So what can you see in the output screen? It will be showing you like, okay, for your understanding, I shall just delete these steps. Input you, okay. Input, it is like it's going to ask for some input. I shall just run the cell. It's asking for some input here. Hi, this is not a chatbot, okay. Like this is just a normal step for understanding. Okay, chatbot, enter. Hi, this is the output, okay. Now, if you have to reuse the input, what you have to do, you have to store it in a variable a equal to input u. Okay, so what shall I do? I shall run the cell again. U. Hi. Okay, so if I use the line like print a, you can see hi. The value of a is hi. Okay, because this input hi is stored in the variable a, and that is what we try to print now. Okay, so in order for our clarification, if I'm using like you talk now, if something is like this in the output screen, you can see like you talk now. Okay, this is just for our clarification. Okay, so I shall just delete this cell since it is unnecessary. Okay, now what shall we do? Once the chatbot is ready, it should get some message from us. It should get some input from us. Okay, so I shall store that message in a variable called message. Okay, message equal to input. Should ask message like you. Okay, fine. So seems like my kernel has stopped working. Okay, I shall just rectify that. Okay, so the next step, I already told you that it is going to be an infinite procedure, right? So while true, and also don't forget to indent this line because it will throw you an indentation error if you don't indent that line. Okay, fine. While true, message equal to input you. Now we have given some message to that. So when do we have to stop messaging? I mean, if it is like a hike application or the chatbot application, we can just press the back button, right? But in this case, we don't have a back button, right? We don't have a back button here to press the back button after completing the chatting. So what shall we do? We shall send a bye message so that the chatbot will stop talking with us. If you just have to terminate talking, or if you have to just stop this conversation, we can send a message like bye. So if the message is bye, then the program should break, right? So what shall we do? If the message given by the user is equal to, you know what is equal to and you know what is double equal to. Equal to is for assigning, and whereas double equal to is for comparing. So here we are trying to compare the message if the message is equal to capital letter BYE. If the message is equal to bye, or sometimes I might also talk like message. The message is equal to. I might even talk like just a normal small letters by. Okay, so that's also possible, right? So whatever be the message, you don't forget to close this one. Okay, so this parenthesis has been closed here. The second parenthesis has closed here, and this is the parenthesis for both whole. Okay, so if the message is capital letter BYE or if the message is small letter BYE, whatever be the message, what should happen? Follow. I mean, use the colon there because it is a syntax. Those people, I think almost everyone know the very basics of Python programming. So I'm not going into that syntax kind of things. I mean, whenever you are using some conditional statements, if conditions or for loops or whatever be that, you have to use a colon there. I believe everyone know that. Those people who are very perfect beginners, please care on that. Okay. So if the message is like bye, what should happen? The chatbot should tell like print bye. Okay. Okay. Else see you soon. The chatbot should tell something like see you soon, and it should break. It should break the chat. It should break from the program. It should stop talking. Okay. But what if the message is not bye? It should continue chatting, right? It should search for a response and it should give us the message. That is the important point there. Okay. So we don't have any doubt there because if the message is like bye, we don't have to care about anything else. It can just break the program. But if the message is not equal to negation equal to capital letter BYE or message not equal to small letter BYE, the message is not this. Be careful about the parenthesis, everyone. Okay. If the message is not equal to this bye, what should happen? It should get the response for us, right? So print, it should print the response there, right? Okay. So what shall we do? We should, when it's our turn to message, it will show like you. So the reply, we should be able to understand that it's the chatbot responding, right? And I already used, I already told you that my chatbot's name is going to be Chotu. So what will I do here? Chotu. It's like Chotu. And here is what, here is, like here I'm going to get the message for that. Okay, bot dot, okay, use the same, I mean, in here, this is the object name, right? Bot is the object name. So use the same bot there, bot dot. There is a function called get underscore response. Okay, so the function get underscore response helps us in getting the response. Okay, getting the response for our message. So what happens with the get response function? Okay, see here in the get response function takes an argument that is our message. Okay, the message that we have given as an input, that message will be sent into the chatbot, and get response function will search in the database for the apt response. Okay, the chatbot has learned everything. Get response function will help in finding out the perfect reply. Okay, but one more thing, dears, you can use it like this. Okay, I shall just comment this line. Okay, because I'll just tell you one thing. See, I have used this name Chotu here, but you see here, I have already given a name to the chatbot, Chotu. Okay, so what it means, like, although I have named the chatbot with a name Chotu already, what is the necessity to use the name here back again? We can use the name directly from the chatbot instance object, right? So in order to use a name from the object, what you can do here, print, there is a function called, there is a function called name. Okay, bot, in the bot object, you can use a function called name. Like the get response, you have to use a name object, and sorry, name function. That name function gives you the name for the chatbot. Okay, so in order to access that name, bot.name, you have to use the bot.name, and in order to get the response, bot.get underscore response is the command. Sorry, response for the message. Fine. But in the print statement, you are not allowed to use it like this. You have to use it under formatting category. Okay, so what shall I do here? Just commenting it like this is the formatting. Okay, normal kind of formatting, that is like you might be like those people who are who have been working with the C++ and all, or even the Python basics. You might be knowing this kind of formatting. Okay, so use this parenthesis. Sorry, I mean use this curly braces. So this is for the first formatting, and this is for the second formatting. Okay, so what I'm doing, this is the actual message to be formatted. So what you have to do, after closing this double quotes, give a dot and tell that goes under formatting. Format this complete thing. You can see this complete thing should come under a single thing. Okay. Dot message. Okay, so you can see here bot name will be given, bot name will be substituted in this curly braces, and the message will be substituted at the second curly braces. This is the formatting. Okay, do not confuse. You can even use it like this, this print statement which I have commented already. Okay, this is not applicable in this program because this has already been commented out. So this line don't have any meaning in this program. If this is much confusing, if this line is much confusing, you can just erase it out and you can use this one directly. Bot dot, I mean chotu colon space bot dot get response message. Okay, the same meaning. Both are having same meaning. Okay, so what shall I do here? Instead of see you soon, I shall use the same kind of formatting there also. Okay, so here dot format bot dot name. So you see here now, this curly braces will be replaced by bot name. Okay, here we have two formatting. Okay, so bot dot name will go to the first one, bot dot get response will go to the second one. Here we just have one formatting, bot dot name. Okay, so that's all the program for this one. Okay, fine. So what shall I do now? So just copy the complete line to ideal also. Yeah, so that's all. Have everyone completed the programming? Everyone? Either in ideal, else in Jupyter? Everyone? Please respond. Have you completed? Dear participants, please respond. Have you completed typing the code?
Yes,
Should I explain the code somewhere? Okay, fine. So what can you do now? You can just run this cell. Okay, since this cell shows like star, I mean, even though I haven't given the run message, it's showing star because my kernel has got some problem. You people, you can run this cell now. Okay, you can run this cell. No worries, directly you can run the cell. But I am going to restart my kernel because I have got some problem. You can see that here, this cell has been running, but this one shows like still running. Okay, for a long time. So some problem with my kernel. If you're having the same problem like that, you can also go to the restart kernel. Okay, restart and run all. Okay, even I'm going to run. Okay, I'm going to restart the cell now. Restarting the kernel. Kernel is nothing but who is taking care of about all these codings. Okay, like who is like the middle worker, like the compiler who understands the code, who interprets with the code. That is what your kernel is. Okay, so you don't have to care much about that. You can see the kernel has restarted now. I shall start running the cell. So the cell has been accepted. It shows like 1. I'm running this cell now again. 2. Okay, but you people, if you remember, I already told you that it's not necessary to train each and every time. Even though I have restarted the kernel, because I have ran this cell already. You can see the db.sqlite file is there. Okay, db.sqlite is nothing but the database, the learned data. So I understand that this program has already learned from the previous running of this particular line. So what I'm doing now, I'm just not running the cell again, because this has been the trained data is already stored in the database. Okay, if you people need it, you can run the cell, else you can leave it. I mean, you people, I mean, if this is the first time you're running the cell, definitely you have to run the cell. But for the second time, if someone has restarted the kernel, you don't have to worry about that. I am not running the cell because the trained data has been accepted in the database. Okay, I'm not wasting the time with that one. So I'm just running this. Okay, now it accepted the program and it's asking for some input. I'm just giving some message like, hi. Should wait for the response from the chatbot. It shows like, how are you doing? So our chatbot is working very perfectly. So I'm asking like, how are you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so that's good. It has given us some message. The chatbot is working very perfectly. So I shall just ask one question to the chatbot: in which programming language are you written? Okay, dear people, in which programming language have we written this chatbot? You know that it's in Python, right? So let's try that one. So our chatbot tells that it has been written in Python. So all fine, working very perfectly. You can see the chatbot is working very fine, right? So like those people, yeah, I'm so happy for those people who have got the output. You can respond in the chat box if you have got the output, if the program is working fine. And those people who have been writing the program in this idle, what you have to do now, the program is over now, you can save the program. Those people who have been working in idle, do like what I'm doing now. You have to save the program, go to file, go to save as. Okay, you're going to save the program now, save as. Okay, please do not save the program with the name chatterbot. Okay, it is very potential that many people might have the tendency to save the program with the name chatterbot, but please refrain from saving the chatbot name like that, because we already have a library, right? What is the name of that library? The library name is chatterbot, right? So if you again name this program with the name chatterbot, what happens? Your program, this program will actually collide with the previous program. Okay, collide with the library, actual library. So it should not happen. So what you have to do now, you have to give some other name like Chotu bot, Chotu chat. Okay, I'm just using some name like Chotu chatbot. Okay, you can see you have to also see which is the working directory. Okay, the working directory is app data, local, programs, Python 37. This is the directory where the program is going to get saved. Okay, I repeat, please do not save the program with the name chatterbot. Okay, if you save the name, if you save the program with the same name chatterbot, what happens? It collides with the library which is also having the name chatterbot. So if it should not happen, you have to save it with some else names. Okay, do not use a name like chatbot, or you do not use a name like OS, or do not use the name of any of the libraries. Use some unique name there. Okay, and see which location it is saving. It is getting saved, and finally you can click the save option. Okay, now once again, you people, you can check the program for any syntax error. If you are very sure that you haven't committed any syntax error, what you can do, you can use your command prompt. Those people who have been using idle, please open your command prompt now. Okay, so I shall just close and open the command prompt for better understanding. Command prompt, yeah. So this is your command prompt. So C users del. This is the current working directory. If you want to know which is the current working directory, do this cd, press enter. You can see which is the current working directory. But see where is your program actually? It's in this folder. Okay, you can see my program here, Chotu chatbot. It's in Windows. I mean, it's in C disk, users, del, app data, local programs, Python, Python 3.7. This is the directory where your where your program is available, right? So what you have to do, you have to copy this location, Control C, I'm copying this location, coming back over to the command prompt, CD space, Control V, pasting that location. Okay, so give enter. So now this is the current location. So what we have to do now, we have to open that Chotu chatbot program in the command prompt, right? So what can you use now? Python. We know that it's a Python program, so it has to be opened using the python.exe file. So use the line Python, okay, space, name of the program, Chotu chatbot, okay, and finally end it with the extension of the file. Py is the extension of the file, okay. Python files will be saved with the extension py, so we have to open it with the python.exe file. So using Python space name of your program, that is Chotu chatbot.py, the extension of the file. Now click enter. If everything is fine, you can see it starts training your chatbot. Okay, so once the training is over, you will see the message like you, where you can start the chatting. Okay, so dear people, that's all about the chatbot. I have got the output. Luckily I have got the output. So those people who have errors, or who are having problem with your program, any kind of errors, please unmute yourself, tell me what is the problem with your program, or do you want to see the program once again? What is that? Yeah, this is the program. Okay, if someone wants to copy the program, you can use this. Yeah, do not make any errors. Import OS. Yeah, so it's your time for raising the queries now.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, yeah, who is this speaking?
I'm Anag.
Yeah, Anag.
I'm using Jupyter. I'm getting an error that no module named Chatterbot.
Okay, so this is a very common error. No module named Chatterbot is a very common error for everyone. So first and foremost thing, okay, I shall just type it somewhere for your understanding. Okay, let it be in the Jupyter itself. Okay, so solutions. Okay, first error. I'm going to talk about the errors. You people don't have to type what I'm going to type here after. Okay, the typing, the coding, everything is over. So I'm just using it for your understanding here. So some errors. The first error is no module named Chatterbot. Okay, if this is your problem, solution one. Okay, solution. You have to make sure you have installed Chatterbot. Okay, this is the first thing. Chatterbot, you have to make sure that you have installed Chatterbot. Okay, because if you haven't installed Chatterbot, if your installation was a failure one, then it will show you the error, no module named Chatterbot. Okay, solution number 2. Okay, this is another solution for this. Like if you have named the program with a name like Chatterbot, some names. If the program has been named with the name, suppose unfortunately if you have saved the program with the name Chatterbot, what happened? It will collide with the actual library. Okay, in that case also this error will be showing. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to delete that file. Okay, so if you have named your previous, if you have named your program like Chatterbot, unfortunately in the previous case, then what you have to do, you have to go to that folder and delete that particular program name. Okay, and just rename it. Okay, rename that program. Okay, so that is another solution. Fine, these are the solutions for this, and also sometimes the version is going to be a problem. Version is also going to be a problem for that. Yes, Anag, please try for that. Others, those who are having the errors, please raise your queries now. It's your time, dears. Everyone, raise your queries.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Naveen.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please talk.
Sir, how to run it in another? ஸோ நான் ஒரு கம்ப்யூட்டர்ல இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கேன். நான் இதனோட யூசர்ஸ்க்கு கொடுக்கணும். ஸோ நான் இதை எப்படி போய் எடுத்து போய் கொடுக்கறது? மறுபடியும் எல்லாத்தையும் அவங்க இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணி அப்படி கொடுக்கணுமா?
Yes, Naveen.
சார் அந்த மாதிரி
If I'm deleting this file, you can see I'm going to delete this. இப்போ வந்து இந்த ப்ரோக்ராமுக்கு ரெஃபர் பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு டேட்டாபேஸ் கிடையாது. அந்த db.sqlite ஃபைல் வந்து delete பண்ணியாச்சு. ஓகேவா? So once if this thing is deleted, it cannot chat as intended. Okay. Hi கொடுத்தா it's showing some message. I mean it's throwing an error for me. Okay, because இதோட database வந்து ரெஃபர் பண்றதுக்கு எங்கேயுமே இல்லை இதோட டேட்டா. ஓகேவா? So it shows an SQL error. There is no database for this to refer that. Else, in some other cases, வேற கேஸ் நம்ம கூட வந்து அப்படியே நம்மகிட்ட பேசிட்டே இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? சப்போஸ் இதுல வந்து இதோட டேட்டா ஓகே வாட் ஷல் ஐ டு யா நம்ம கொடுக்குற மெசேஜ் நம்மள்ட்டே பேசிட்டே இருக்கும். அதாவது ஹாய் கொடுத்தா ஹாயே பேசுவோம், ஹலோ கொடுத்தா ஹாய் கொடுக்கலாம், இல்லாட்டி ஹலோ கொடுக்கலாம். அதுக்கப்புறம் ஹவ் ஆர் யூ மெசேஜ் கிடைச்சிச்சு. நம்ம சொல்ற அத்தனை விஷயமுமே இந்த டேட்டாபேஸ்க்கு எடுத்துட்டே இருக்கும். சரியா? அந்த டேட்டாபேஸ்ல எடுத்து கடைசியில அந்த டேட்டாபேஸ் ஃபில் ஆகுறத ஏத்த மாதிரி அதுல இருந்து தான் நம்மகிட்ட பேசிட்டே இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? So if you delete the database file, it will not work no more as intended. But giving to a customer, you can give the exe file. That's all is sufficient enough.
ஓகே.
Else you can host an online platform for that.
Okay, sir.
Like an online server, you can use an online server for that. That's also possible. Yes, Naveen? Okay. So any more queries? Those people who are having doubts, please raise your queries. And also, yes, Naveen.
We are into. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. I hope there is no queries. Shall I wind up our session? Thank you very
Definitely,
much,
ma'am.
Robin. Thank you so much for your beautiful, wonderful hands-on session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And like one more thing, dear participants, like this is my contact detail. You can contact me on www.sobilsunny.ml is my website where all my contact details will be available.